I had made a video about a particular series of events in social media. Little Joel had made a video about a tweet that he saw, and Vosh made a video about Little Joel's video, and the Surf Times guy made a video about Vosh's video about Little Joel's video about the tweet. Social media does, in fact, suck. The point of my video was about the absurdity of it all, which I participated in, a participant. My desire in that video was that I would wish that Little Joel would make a video about the Surf Times guy's video, which would put it at the fifth iteration. I think the fifth at that point. And also, my point was by this point, I had no idea what the tweet was. The original tweet that started this whole thing, I couldn't even remember what it was anymore. Anyway, this guy, Matt Walsh, I presume you know who he is. He is, ironically, a theocratic fascist. He's owning it. He's owning the libs by declaring he is what they say he is. His entire existence is based upon this social media hornet's nest of activity. He finds a TikTok post from this person. What's her name? Antpad or something like that. I can't read it. I don't know if he personally curated this or if somebody else did. Fact of the matter is, a bunch of people that live in the same ecosystem he does picked up on this girl at the same time, and they start attacking her. And this is beyond my comprehension. He says her life doesn't revolve around her family and kids, so instead it revolves around TV shows and pop stars. Worst of all, she's too stupid to realize how depressing this is. If you don't have a family, at least do something interesting with your time. These people have absurd amounts of free time and they do absolutely nothing with it, wasting their lives staring at little glowing boxes, absolutely soul crushing. It's beyond comprehension. This girl's video was about, it was a Saturday and she was taking it easy. She was out the night before having a great time. She had a hangover. She got up in the morning and she reflected, well, I'm not married and I don't have kids, so I'm able to do this. A Friday night after work, she went and had some fun. And then she says, well, later on today, I'm going to go have more fun. I'm going to make something that I saw on YouTube and I'm going to watch some TV shows. And, I am considering a family. And somehow, how is this of any importance to anybody? I mean, I couldn't find this any less interesting myself. But how this means to Matt and his gang of provocateurs like this garbage, I don't know. And it's made all the more funny by the fact that Matt Walsh is making several posts about a TV personality, Superstar, his opinions on that, and a couple of posts about his opinions on a TV show. Uh, the original point of his critique of this girl, it never really mattered. It never was the point. It was just getting eyeballs to have people look at him for saying something so obnoxious and rude about somebody he doesn't even know. And the fact of the matter is, so I went and looked at her TikTok page. She's gotten tons of exposure because of that. It's like an ecosystem. And I'm not saying that obviously she purposely didn't want anything to do with that. But she got a lot of followers because of it. And this happens regularly. And what I am not saying is that I'm not saying we shouldn't have causes. We absolutely should have causes. And we should be concerned about them on social media and get involved with those things. But sometimes, it's, and also I'm not saying this is just a right issue. This is a right and a left issue. But when we see something like this somehow be equated with the reaction of that, we got an issue. We have a societal issue that we need to deal with. And the issue in this case is People on the right should not stop drinking Bud Light because of their absolute hate and rage against trans people. People on the right should stop drinking Bud Light because it's fucking awful. They completely misdiagnosed the issue. That's the problem. No, seriously though, these issues are really complicated. I'm not going to talk about them all here because it's really complicated. Let me say, inversely, I'm really concerned about the left's desire to, boycott Goya foods. It's a complicated issue. We do have to take stances, but they have to be reasonable stances. Now, as far as these talking heads on the right with their absolute hate of a class of people that are already so marginalized, you know, we need to listen to them and try to diagnose what their issues are. And it's really difficult not to escape an understanding that their issues are fear. They're afraid. And the thing they appear to be afraid of is their attraction to trans women. And they use every excuse that they can think of why, some way to find a justification to hate on these people because of their fears and irrationality. And I can't listen to the absolute slop that comes out of like Matt's mind and think, dude, it's okay to be attracted to trans women, man. No one's going to judge you. You're not gay because you're attracted to trans women. It's a different issue. There's nothing wrong with being gay either. But the people that are attracted to trans women are straight men. And that's because trans women are women. And that's not an ideological stance. It's your own biology speaking to you what you find attractive. There's nothing wrong with being attracted to a trans woman. And someone who's a pro like this,
but what about the penis?
can explain it to you. We've heard the irrationality of people like Matt Walsh and Jordan Peterson and Ben Shapiro. And it's very hard to escape the realization of what their core issue is because all of their arguments are based around trying to deal with their fear. They want society to address their fear-mongering, money-making issue. It is impossible for us to fix them. All we can do is continue to march forward. What I would wish is the people that are their followers that are buying into this fear-mongering would spend the time to listen to somebody like ContraPoints that can explain in very detailed fashion, you don't need to be afraid.